I'm out here just chilling in nature, but I did want to talk about some crazy things that I've been seeing, especially with like the new era of masculinity, right? There's a whole new era of this. And the era consists of digital masculinity. I know this is crazy because everyone talks about being masculine is all about being strong, you know, being able to fight, all of these things. True to a certain extent, but you have to understand a lot of things are moving digital now. Those same like masculinity red pill influencers, they're building their authority online. They're manipulating people or influencing people online. So this whole idea of like this macho man being like the definition of masculinity, yeah, you got to have some physical traits. It's going to help your mind think better. But at the end of the day, like I was mentioning, it's all about the digital world. It's all about how you can expand your message in the digital age. How can you inspire people? How can you get people to do what you want them to do? That's actually the entire essence of digital masculinity. And that's what you have to understand. The people like Andrew Tate, the people like, there's Justin Waller, there's all these guys that are now on social media pushing out their message about masculinity. And when you really look at the meta of everything, it's all about building a personal brand online where you can influence people, because that's the new version of kingdom, right? The new kingdom is online. It's not in person. It's like, yeah, you can do in-person things, of course, but you do in-person things to record it, to put it online, to then influence other people. So it doesn't necessarily make sense to not have a personal brand, to not be online, to not understand communication. See, like the digital masculine man understands how to communicate properly, right? He understands how to articulate his thoughts. He understands how to persuade people through words. He understands how to brand himself in a way that portrays an image that he would like to portray online to inspire a certain type of person. When you're not able to do that, you're just a guy, right? It's the same. Some of the most quote unquote like traditionally masculine people don't have social media. What impact are they really providing in society? Maybe for sure like in their local area, but if you're looking to really like change the world and like be in almost like a king-like manner, you have to understand how to digitally brand yourself and how to actually take advantage of social media and how to build online. Every man should be able to build a personal brand and should be able to influence everybody that they possibly can through understanding online channels such as YouTube, like what I'm doing right now, for example, Instagram. All, people find you online. People are now making friends online. You can build allyship online. Everything is online. So the new era of masculinity is digital. And to be more masculine in the digital world, there's a few things that mirror the real world, right? Where you have to be authentic. You have to be unapologetically you. You can't have any fakeness to you. You can't wear a mask. You have to be your authentic self. You have to not care about haters, because haters are just motivators. And to be honest, haters will actually propel you a lot more than anything else. So you have to understand that there are certain things that mirror in the real world, in the digital world as well, when it comes to masculinity. Like, you also have to build like a tribe, right? You have to build like a network of other men who are on the same wavelength as you. You can do that on social media. You can do that through YouTube, through Instagram, DMs. You can start messaging people. You can start traveling to other places, doing content with other people, collaborating, building like a brotherhood. All of this can be done online, right? So this whole idea of traditional masculinity has to change to now it has to be digital masculinity. You go to the gym to look better, to be healthier, to think better, so that you can produce better content online to be able to literally like impact so many other people. And a lot of people don't understand this, right? Which is why they get stuck in the past. This is why they get stuck in the old times, because they don't understand that things are evolving quickly, whether you like it or not. Being digital is now not even an option. If you want a job, you have to have some sort of portfolio online for people to know. You either have to have a LinkedIn, you have to have some internet presence. Now, if you don't have an internet presence, you're considered a creep. Isn't that crazy? Like, you need to have an internet presence to show people that you're real. Like, When you go, like, for example, dating now is online. When you go, even if you go to a girl, you go talk to a girl at a club in person, or you go talk to a girl in person at a gym or wherever, she's going to ask you what your Instagram is. She's going to ask you what your number is. Or you're going to ask her what her Instagram is. Like, you're going to start talking on social media. A lot of people find women on social media, on Instagram, right? When you go on YouTube, you become an authority figure. That's why I genuinely believe everybody should start a personal brand on YouTube, because it is the highest perceived barrier to entry, but it's also the lowest, like, real barrier to entry, because being authentic is not common here on YouTube. There's always people who are just trying to be a different character. There's hype edits. Like, people aren't just doing videos like what I'm doing right now, like, at all, with the wind blowing and like just out in a random place in Utah. Like for real, it's different, you know? So for me, the big thing that I've learned over this last time, just analyzing the meta of being like this ultimate masculine man, because you have to understand, the masculine man basically assimilates with the king archetype. The king archetype likes to dominate, likes to influence, also helps others, right? And the digital version of that is essentially educating other people online with the skills that you know. It's also being able to, you know, create an audience that you can then influence, right? So serve other people while also, you know, inspiring other people and influencing other people, right? It's also building communities within the internet world. These are all of the things as a masculine man in the digital age you have to master if you want to literally provide the most impact or give the most impact. And the other thing is, masculine men start businesses, right? They do. Like kings, they have businesses, they have money, they build wealth. Well, building wealth in person can be a thing now, but now it's all about building wealth online. It's all about understanding how to actually make money online. And the easiest way to do that is through social media, right? Because business, at the end of the day, is all about being able to collect eyeballs, to then transfer those eyeballs into interest, then transfer that interest into then buying either a product or service that you have. Simplest process around business, right? You sell a product or a service to people who are interested. In-person business, it used to be buying billboards. It used to be word of mouth. Now it's all about online. You can post something, people can see it, and they can be interested, and they'll buy from you. So you see the biggest difference right now when it comes to just business in general. Wow, I just tripped over my words. But you get what I'm saying. Like, anybody can start a business online. Anybody can literally decide to provide a service or to create a product online, an information product, right? You create an ebook, or you create something around something that people should know. You do a service like digital marketing, right? Or you do copywriting. You do some sort of service for other people, and you can scale it infinitely because all you're doing is pressing buttons. That's literally all you're doing is pressing buttons. So it makes sense to understand the online landscape. Build a personal brand, because the personal brand can then lead you to more customers for whatever business you want. Like for me right now, I have multiple businesses that have nothing to do with each other. Cybersecurity and crypto, like an agency for that, or like a security firm for that. That literally has nothing to do with coaching business I have around personal branding. Like now, like has nothing to do with the fitness coach. It has, like, I can create so many different things because I'm literally just my authentic self. I have a personal brand. People like me. They trust me. They buy from me. They get results, et cetera, et cetera. The cycle continues. But you have to be able to master the online game. All of these people that you look up to, these red pill masculine icons, they all mastered one thing, which was personal branding and being online. If you can't do that, then you can't win. You can't compete with them. And I know what you're saying. I don't compete with anybody. Cool. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the people who genuinely want to be in leagues with people who are actually making massive impact in the world. But you have to understand, following these people in terms of what they're teaching you is not going to get you the results that they have. The results that they have come from digital persuasion, come from actually being able to articulate themselves, communicate better, understand their thoughts, be able to synthesize their thoughts, have a different mindset, right? And also present themselves in a way that's appealing online. build their personal brand. Each one of these people have personal brand. Iman Ghazi, personal brand. He teaches SMMA, but he's really making money off of his personal brand. All of these people, once you understand the game, you're like, oh, now you can skip steps. Because then you can build the personal brand while you're building the skill set, teaching other people. It's a whole cycle. But I just tell you that there's just a new era of masculinity that most people are just not understanding. Most people are really just asleep at the wheel. They don't know that that's a thing. And the reality is you need to be able to build that personal brand to really channel in that masculine, that online masculine energy, that digital masculine energy. You got to have it. You have to be able to influence people. You have to be able to build businesses. You have to be able to create a tribe around yourself. You have to be able to educate others and teach others and uplift others. And the best way to do that is in the digital age online, infinitely scalable. And then when you know how to use AI, it's then another game, infinite game. So I hope you found some value in this. It's very different. It's very unique. But I think that you could learn a lot from just understanding that everything's moving digital and you should be mastering these skills as well as mastering the in real life skills, right? Like socialization, going to lift weights, getting stronger, right? Being more mobile. So many different things you can master in person and then document that online. Boom. See that? Document that online. Go back online. Now I just feel like going outside like this is like a break from the online world. Like the digital world feels like real life, and then being outside feels like what the digital world was, like a break from the real world, right? It's so crazy. People used to play video games to take a break from the real world. Now people are going out in the real world to take a vacation from playing video games and being on the computer and being on social media. So it's very interesting. But I hope you found some value in this. Like, comment, subscribe. If you want to have more videos of this style, I'm out a lot. I'm in Park City. I'm chilling. So I found a little spot to put my camera so I could talk because I always want to keep my content schedule going for y'all. Also, got my personal branding community below. If you tap into that, you can tap in with me. There's a free community. There's also a course around how you can build your personal brand on YouTube and monetize it and make a lot of money being yourself. Who doesn't want to do that? And anybody can do it. You just got to know how to do it. You got to have the frameworks, and I have all of that in the course, in the paid community, even in the free community as well. So tap in with me. I'm going to catch you on the next video. Deuce.